Greetings to all students. I welcome you all to the excretion class part 2. In the first class we have seen about what is excretion, the excretory organs in different animals and the excretory organ in human being, that is kidney, and the structure of nephron and how urine is formed in that. Everything we have seen. Now we are going to see hormones have some role on excretion to regulate. Okay. First one, antidiuretic hormone. Here loss of fluid in the form of sweat. When there is the availability of water is less, it stimulates the osmoreceptors of hypothalamus, which results in the secretion of antidiuretic hormone, which is otherwise called as ADH, which results in which increase the number of aquaphorins in the cell surface of the distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct, which facilitate the reabsorption of water. Thus, the formation of less urine prevents diuresis. When we drink a lot of water, when there is surplus amount of water, which results in the suppression of osmoreceptors of hypothalamus, which suppress the release of ADH or action of ADH, and aquaphorins of collecting duct move into cytoplasm, which make the collecting duct impermeable to water, which results in the formation of excess and dilute urine. Is it clear? Then vasopressin secretion is controlled by positive and negative feedback mechanism. Defect in ADH receptors or inability to secrete ADH leads to the condition called diabetes insipidus. The symptoms are excessive thirst, excretion of large quantity of dilute urine, which results in dehydration and fall of blood pressure. Next, renin angiotensin aldosterone system or AAS. The juxtaglomerular apparatus is a special tissue in afferent arteriole. It consists of macula densa cells and granular cells, two portions. The macula densa sense distal tubular flow and affect afferent arteriole diameter. The granular cells secrete the enzyme renin. A fall in the glomerular blood flow, glomerular BP or glomerular filtrate rate activates juxtaglomerular cells to release renin. Renin converts plasma protein angiosteninogen into angiostenin 1. What do you mean by nogen? Angiosteninogen, it is in the form of inactive form, which is changed into angiostenin by the presence of renin. Angiostenin converting enzyme converts angiostenin 1 to 2. Which enzyme? Angiostenin converting enzyme. So, angiostenin 2 facilitate vasoconstriction and increase the glomerular BP. In the same time, angiostenin stimulate adrenal cortex to secrete aldosterone. Aldosterone facilitates the reabsorption of sodium, potassium from the distal convoluted tubule and collecting duct. In the same time, angiostenin 2, due to the increase of glomerular BP, it increase the glomerular BP and increase the Due to the glomerular increase in glomerular BP, there is an increase in glomerular filter rate. Excessive stretch of now we are going to see the role of enzyme hormone on cardiac cells related to that excretory system. Excessive stretch of cardiac atrial cells increase the blood flow to the atria of the heart. The release of atrial natriuretic factor from the atria of the heart results in three things, that is, which inhibits adrenal cortex to stop the release of aldosterone, which results in the increase the release of sodium ions in urine. One. The next one, it increase the blood flow to glomerulus, that is vasodilation. One more thing, decrease the release of renin, which decrease the release of angiostensin too. So they are interrelated. Now problems or defects in excretory system. Micturition, the process of release of urine from the bladder is called micturition. When the bladder is full, we used to feel a sense to expel it out. Now see how it happens. Urine filled in the urinary bladder. So there is a there will be a stretch which stimulate the receptors. Stimulation of the sensory neurons of parasympathetic nervous system, which stimulate the central nervous system. Somatic motor neuron induces the splinter to close. Smooth muscle contract, resulting in the opening of the internal splinters passively and relaxing the external splinter. When the stimulation and inhibitory control exceed the threshold, the splinter opens and the urine is expelled out. What is urine? A human adult excrete 1 to 1.5 liters of urine per day. Urine is watery, yellow colored and slightly acidic in nature, and the pH is 6. The yellow color of the urine is due to the presence of pigment urochrome. Make a note of it. The yellow color is due to the presence of pigment urochrome. Approximately 25 to 30 gram of urea is excreted per day. Urine analysis in clinical diagnosis of various metabolic activities and malfunctioning of kidneys. Presence of glucose and ketone bodies in urine is an indication of diabetes mellitus. Accessory excretory organ, skin, lungs, liver, all these are accessory excretory organ. Skin used to secrete sweat. The skin and the sweat gland in the skin excrete the waste and salt in the form of sweat. Sebaceous gland is also there. It removes the sterols, hydrocarbons and waxes. Lungs remove carbon dioxide and removes water. Liver converts nitrogenous waste into urea, which contain bile pigment, cholesterol, steroid hormones, vitamins, drug excreted along digestive waste. Urinary tract infection, UTI, caused the female why it is caused? The female urethra is very short and close to anal opening. Improper toilet habits leads to the entry of fecal bacteria into urethra, which results in the inflammation of urethra, that is urethritis. Bladder inflammation, cystitis. renal inflammation, pyelonephritis. The symptoms are dysuria, that is painful urination, urinary urgency, fever, and blood tinged urine, blood smell. Okay, and the treatment we have to take, for treatment we have to take antibiotics. Uremia, it is characterized by the increase of urea, uric acid, and creatine. Normal urea level is 17 to 30 milligram per 100 ml of blood. The urea concentration is increases 10 times of normal levels of renal failure. Renal caliculi, that is stones, which are also called renal stone or kidney stone or nephrolithiasis, is due to the formation of stone-like masses in the renal tubule of renal pelvis. It is formed due to the accumulation of crystals of salt of sodium oxalate and phosphates. This results in severe pain called renal colic pain. Renal stones can be removed by the techniques like pileotomy or lithotripsy. Glomerulonephritis, or it is otherwise called as Bright disease. It is caused due to the inflammation of glomeruli of both kidneys in children. This condition is due to post-streptococcal infection in children, bacteria infection. The symptoms are hematuria, proteinuria, salt and water retention, oliguria, hypertension, and pulmonary edema. Then renal failure. Failure of kidney to eliminate waste, which leads to accumulation of urea and marked reduction in urine output. Renal failure are of two types. They are acute and chronic renal failure. In acute renal failure, the kidney stops its function abruptly. It is always recoverable. In chronic renal failure, there is progressive loss of functions for a long time. Nephrons which gradually decrease the function of kidney. In the case of renal failure, kidney transplantation should be done. It involves the transfer of kidney from one person to other person with renal failure. The donor may be healthy person or a person whose brain is dead. Immunosuppressive drugs are given to the patients to avoid graft rejection. Hemodialysis. Malfunctioning of kidney leads to the accumulation of urea in the blood. It should not be in the blood for long time. The toxic urea can be removed from the blood by a process called hemodialysis. A dialysing machine, which is called as artificial kidney, consists of a long cellulose tube surrounded by dialysing fluid in water broth. The patient's blood is drawn from the artery and pumped into the dialysing unit after adding an anticoagulant like heparin. The tiny pores in the dialysis tube allow small molecules such as glucose, salt, urea to enter into the water bath, whereas blood cells and protein molecules do not enter. This stage is similar to filtration process in glomerulus. The dialysing liquid in water bath consists of solution of salt and sugar in correct proportion in order to prevent loss of glucose and essential salts from the blood. The clear blood is then pumped back into the body through a vein. Thank you.